5-minute safety talks. Number 13. Accident prevention is everyone's responsibility. I have told you many times that personal injuries are one of the great evils of modern industry. That expression is not at all exaggerated, which is why one of the main objectives we seek in these 5-minute talks is to teach them how to prevent accidents. In today's 5 minutes we are going to try to clarify whose responsibility it is to prevent accidents and who is the responsible person when you are injured. If I gave you a piece of paper and asked you to write who you think is the person responsible when you get injured, many of you would probably write, the general manager, you, that is, me, being a supervisor, the head of the department. Whoever wrote this would be right, at least in part. To the general manager, to the head of our department, to me, we are all interested in ensuring that you do not get injured. We know that accidents with injuries cause physical and moral pain. Do you think I would like to knock on your door and tell your wife and children that one of you has been seriously injured at work and is in the hospital? No one likes to report such sad news, and no manager or department head is pleased or benefited when the high rates of disabling injuries in their plant are published. Different programs are regularly carried out at our plants to help you prevent injuries. One of those programs is this 5-minute talk. In all these programs we present information that can help you avoid all kinds of accidents. Some of this information, I know, is not new to you. What we intend is to refresh your memory, because these are points that we believe are very important and that can help you avoid suffering injuries. Time and again we emphasize the importance of personal protection. For example, I know that sometimes it is a bit boring to always have to repeat similar advice and warnings, but if we think about how we can benefit from following those recommendations or advice, it is worth paying a little attention and following them. Have you ever talked to a coworker who suffered a serious accident? Think for a moment about a coworker who, let's say, lost both eyes. Do you think that if by a miracle he recovers both eyes, from then on he wouldn't do everything possible to protect his sight? The greatest things in this world, personal riches, such as sight, hearing, the members of our body, we do not really appreciate until we lose them. And if any of you ever lose or permanently incapacitate any of these organs or limbs, it will be useless for you to blame other people, to blame someone, like me, the boss, for the loss or incapacitation of those organs or limbs. From our department, to our general manager. With this I just want to tell you that ultimately preventing accidents is the responsibility of all of us, of each one of us. If you expose yourself to unnecessary dangers, no matter how much I talk to you, no matter how much advice I give you, it will be of very little use. I can talk to you over and over again about the importance of wearing a protective helmet, but if you don't put it on when you need it, my words will have fallen into emptiness. I couldn't prevent them from breaking their heads, because I can't wear their protective helmet. In short, it depends on you, on each one of you, whether or not you suffer an injury. With talks, with films, with training programs, we try to create an environment in which you can develop correct attitudes. We try to teach you to protect yourself from the dangers that surround you. But you have the last word. Therefore, and with this I want to finish, try to develop attitudes that are positive. Your physical integrity ultimately depends on your personal attitudes. And never forget that each of you is responsible for your actions. You are the only ones who can prevent you from getting injured. Huascaran Advisors and Business Consultants SAC, we have Mintra auditors duly registered with the Ministry of Labor and Employment Promotion. Advice and consulting on supplier approval and implementation of the Occupational Health and Safety Law, contact us. And remember, the secret to success is making a good decision.